Elisa, my name is Akem Joseph and I will be a counselor for today. What's your name?
Son Ali.
Mr. Ali, what brings you here today?
Well, my lawyer says I need counseling.
And what are your expectations of me today?
Well, counseling.
Counseling, but what you need counseling for? What do you think that you need counseling for?
He said I got caught drinking and driving for the second time, and he told me that seeking a counselor would strengthen my case. In court, I don't want to get my license revoked. So I committed
for counseling. So what are your expectations of me today?
Just not to get a license.
But how am I going to work in the process of actually not getting you to get your license being not revoked?
Well,
what do you expect me to do for you? How you expect me to help you?
Well, he said that if I come to counseling, it will strengthen the case in court, and they'll see that I'm trying to stop, because they say I have an alcohol problem.
When you say they say that you have an alcohol problem?
Well, it's the second time, so they think it's a habit. My wife also thinks that I have a problem. I don't think I have a problem. In fact, I don't even think I need to be here. But I would do it because
okay, so you believe that you don't have an alcohol problem, even though you have been, this is the second time that you're having a DUI, and you think that your wife is, and other people is saying that you have a problem with alcohol, but to you it doesn't seem like you're having a problem?
No, my days has been normal. I probably drink about 8 to 9 days in a evening, and I don't think that's plenty after work. On weekends I drink a little more, probably 3 to 4 6-packs. I think everything seems to be okay. Although my wife seems to have a problem, and my home seems to be falling apart. But that's just probably temporary. It will probably catch back itself soon.
You don't think that you need counseling personally? You don't think that you need counseling personally, and you're saying that your family, your household is kind of falling apart, your wife is saying that you have a problem and all that, but yet still you're not saying that you're having a problem with alcohol. And you're saying that your family and your household is falling apart is temporary. But what makes it temporary?
I have control over how much I drink, and eventually I probably have enough and I will stop.
Eventually we have a time frame in which the eventually would be. How do you plan to stop until that eventually? How do you plan to reach that eventual state?
Well, the last time I got pulled for DUI about a year ago, and it was I had taken alcohol sessions, and it didn't make sense because everybody there had a problem apparently with alcohol drinking, and I had none. So it didn't make sense at the end. I was particularly disturbed about the step prayer, you constantly pray. I don't understand why they constantly pray. So it didn't really appeal to me much, but I see it through to some degree, and I left.
But you went to Alcohol Anonymous, right? And in this, while in the sessions of Alcohol Anonymous, what you learned from that process? What you think was positive out of that process?
I don't know what happened. What happened was that there was a set of alcoholics around me, and I felt like an alcoholic myself, although they had a problem with drinking. I did not have a problem with drinking. They probably don't come to say about like me and more, because some of them drinks every single minute of the day. I just drink in the evening, and you know something? So far, I haven't missed a day from work. I always attend work. My records are extremely good. I don't have a problem. So what I do, I'm kind of worried I mean, this is confidential, right?
Yes, but I am guaranteeing you that you could rest assured that everything that we speak about within here, it wouldn't be to anyone else. So I hope that I really want you to feel that level of comfort to be able to say what you want to say and actually express how you feel, and we try to work on it from an objective point of view. Yeah?
Because I don't want this to kind of get back to my boss too much.
You don't have to worry about that, because anything that happens inside here is only, it is definitely between you and I.
Well, my wife thinks that I need to let my son. I begin to think about it. I kind of do because I don't really see him much. It's because I work all the time. After work, I need to de-stress myself because my job is a little bit stressful, and I think that's how I use
yourself. But tell me about your son, you and your son's relationship. What is the relationship like?
I come home most of the time, he's sleeping. When I leave in the morning, he's still sleeping. Every Sunday or so, I see him. He usually goes to church with my wife, but I don't usually go to church with him.
Okay.
If I go to church, it's probably once a week, twice a week.
Special occasions or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You don't understand your relationship with him, or you just don't know?
Just working things.
But from your perspective, or from your point of view, you think that that needs to change, or something needs to change about that?
Think about it now. Yes, I think that I just spend more time with him because he would distance himself from me.
And how old is he?
He's just about 10.
He's 10 years old. Is he 10 or 11? When is
going into 11.
Going into 11. When is his birthday be? August. Okay. I know a few August people, Leos. But you think that people think that you don't have a problem, that well, to you don't think that you have a problem, but to other people they believe that you have a problem, right?
I don't know what they see.
You don't know what they see.
Understand.
And you don't think that that is probably one of the issues to us why you and your family has the relationship, or the father-son relationship isn't there as much, because most time you would seem that you would feel that, you know what, you don't need to spend time with your son because he could go up the road and he could sit down by the bar and he could have a few drinks and de-stress himself. You don't think that probably these are some of the contributing factors to why you don't understand the relationship?
I believe that he's from retired from school. He would come up to school and he retired. He has his school to do and he has shows to do. Speaking about chores, my wife thinks that I neglected my chores at home. What chores?
You don't think that you have choice? You shouldn't have choice?
No, I demand the home.
Yeah.
I bring home the food.
Yeah.
And I pay the bills. So why should I have extra work
to do when you come home? That should be you think that should be the wife's duty?
Well, I don't mind helping if I'm wrong, but if I'm not wrong, then it can force me to come home with that.
Yeah.
But I do help out because if the plumber needs to get done, I will do plumbing, or if something needs to get some fix, I will do that. So we do have the pen, we'll spend the extra cash on it.
Yeah, because you can be able to do it.
Yeah, because I probably trade to some degree.
Yeah, a little bit skill with these things, with house, the handyman stuff, you can handle that.
And I could drink 9 beers and still go home and fix a pipe. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I understand. But I keep hearing you saying that your wife thinks that you have a problem with. Well, your wife thinks you have, she thinks that you have a problem with alcohol, but you don't think that you have a problem with alcohol. But yet still, I'm looking at the trend of your family is having that kind of disparity. you do have that father and son relationship, you will constantly, and is it you will constantly because you feel that that you work, and after you work you could go and drink and just go home? You comfortable with that type of lifestyle?
No, in this day and age, you have to put the hours, right? Because it's almost with one salary.
Yeah, and then you have your son and your wife to take care of him.
So it's not that I just work because I have to work. Yeah, probably enjoy my job to some degree, but when I come home, they just start. So I take a few days and do nothing. I will take
nothing wrong with that.
You know that? I also do recreation. I play football on Saturday because I usually sleep on Saturday. I get about 10 o'clock and go sleep in the field, sweat with the guys, and then after that, go and take a beat and spend the evening by parties.
Was that the local one?
Yeah, that's
There's some cold beers here.
Cold beers, pool game.
It's a nice little vibe. They have a nice little vibe.
I drink 12 beers that's happening like that.
But what after you drink 12 to 15 beers, what happens then? What you do as a person?
I come home and
Well, you're fully intoxicated at this time?
I'm
Not
drunk,
okay.
but I'm high, and my wife decides to sleep and wanted to sleep away from her because she finds that there's too much alcohol consumed. But I know people drinking alcohol and losing the wife, I know people drinking alcohol and sleeping with a woman. I know people drinking alcohol and beating the kids. I don't do anything like this, I just stay in my corner. I just stay in my corner.
Yeah.
I have a problem, she have to sleep in the room.
Yeah.
It's okay, she have her space, my space.
Okay.
So I don't mind sleep when they come sometimes, I will stay and drink 2 more beers.
Okay. So, you see nothing wrong with you drinking 12 to 15 beers a day. I understand that you probably need to find some way to relieve your stress at times, and probably your job is a little bit frustrating, and sometimes it is take a toll on you mentally, and you need to just just go and have a drink and really relax yourself and them kind of thing. But at some point there would be a time that you would like to not do all of this, right?
Which is my kids will be, or my wife's will be, or whatnot. But have an occasion
that you wouldn't drink.
I would drink,
okay,
but I would drink and spend time with them.
Okay.
Because I'm just saying, so why if I have to constantly be around every day, why we have birthdays or Christmas or anniversaries, then they don't want me to be around constantly, then they could take up these events, these days, and I could just be around. But they have these days for a purpose.
So you don't think that that spending time around family should be something of a everyday thing? It should be more of like between times it should have that time that you would spend with family.
I don't come with anything in that. I just find that
everybody making you a problem.
Yeah, they pressure me, the police pressure me, you know why? Because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
I just happen to be lucky to get caught. But everybody just drive, and it's not far away, is it? I've been right here to go probably about 3 miles on the road to my house, you know. So why you don't on me right through?
Okay. But what is the reason for you thinking that everybody on you? Because everybody keep saying that you're drinking and driving and you're doing things that would be probably harmful to yourself?
It's my wife. The law right now. It's my wife.
But you don't think that the law actually has things like this in place for a reason?
The law, yeah, they have their reason, but it's simple. You do something and that is not that bad, and I just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time to get caught.
Okay.
There's something normal everybody doing. Why should I be penalized for what everybody else is doing?
No,
what does everybody penalize everybody on the road?
Because not everybody drinks 12 to 15 beers a day.
The majority of people, yes.
No, I don't. I don't drink 12 to 15 beers a day. I don't drink 12 beers a day. So with that, I don't see why it should be, using that general consensus to really categorize everyone and say, well, everyone is drinking, so you should have breathalyzer for everyone on the road. But I hear what you're saying, and I came up with some ways that we could try to find solutions to some of these things. Because I hear you saying that you want that relationship with your son, but to you, the relationship with you and your son now is one that you don't really understand to that point to say, well, you can really say, well, that is my son and we have that bonding relationship, because you don't have that bonding relationship and you don't even know the relationship that you have now. So, in all, I think in that we could try to find ways to have better relationships with you and your son. You're saying that that you want, I don't know if you want that relationship or if you just think that the relationship that you have now is fine with you. What do you think?
I think it could better.
You think we could find, if I come up with some solution on the way that we could at least try to find better relationships between you and your son, you think you would be able to at least try some of them?
Yeah, no problem. Definitely going to help me at home, and definitely going to help my kid. What's helping me to win my case and to be lenient with me, I am well within.
Okay. And what about the relationship between you and your wife with regards to that problem?
That was something time.
But you don't think that we should come up with some kind of way to alleviate it before it even comes into something that is bigger than one can really imagine? Because you may think that is something that you can deal with, but really I'm sure it's something that
she could probably leave because
she could leave.
Yeah. I think we reach that far.
Okay. And with regards to the drinking, you think that you're fine? You don't think that we should find, because earlier on you said that that you don't really think that you would be drinking eventually, you would stop drinking so much and all that kind of thing, right? You don't think that we should try to find solution to at least trying to come in now before, you probably drink too much and you may think that you'll be able to handle yourself, but on the road you might drop asleep and you might get into an accident whereby it may be fatal, that you may lose your life or something like that. You don't think that we should come up with something to try and have a little event to make the eventually stop drinking alcohol actually happen now? Or we can work on it from now? No, but eventually decrease the amount, yeah?
Yes,
Okay. Well, what I decided is that we should have, like, probably in the next session that we would have, would you be able to bring in your son or bring in your whole family for us to have a family conversation?
I will try.
You'll try? That'll be a great attempt to try. If you try and you bring them, that'll be very good. And with regards to the alcohol, on average you drink, say, 8 to 9 beers a day, right? And how you feel after you drink 8 to 9 beers? You feel normal or you feel highly
lightheaded?
A little lightheaded. But still normal. But at what point would you think that, what, boy, I'm feeling nice? How much beers would you have to feel nice?
Nice.
Say if you try 5 beers a day instead of 8 to 9. You think we should do that? Let's try that for this week. So the next session when we come, you will tell me about it. You will explain to me how it was with trying to deal with drinking 5 alcohol as opposed to 8 to 9 beers. You'll drink 5 beers now instead of 8 to 9 beers. So the next session that you come, we'll discuss these things and then we'll try to have them. Okay? Alright, so now we'll close off this session and we'll deal with it from the next session onwards. Okay? Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Wilson Ali. It was nice to have you here today, so we'll deal with it from the next session on.